Welcome back, everybody. Hey, this is the mock draft with trades for the Minnesota Vikings. First things first, I'd like to say like, comment, of course, and subscribe at the end of the video. Then on top of that, I want to also say that the Combine is coming up. I will be doing a sleeper set of guys to look out for in the Combine. Just 10 guys. That's all I need, about a minute per person. We're going to go over them, break down, show some film, do what I can. Just guys to look after and look for, and to see them improve in their stock and see what we're talking about here. With that being said, first things first. In this mock, we were at number 11. We traded back with Denver to get the 3rd and the 5th round. Then we traded back 6 more spots with the Bengals to go from 12 to 18 to get their 3rd and 4th round. With that being said, first round draft pick for the Minnesota Vikings is going to be the great Byron Murphy. Now, this is a guy, versatile. He's really moved up in the ranks the past few weeks, right? And a lot of people are taking Sweat over Murphy. I actually like Murphy in this system for the Vikings more than I do of Sweat. And it's funny because I just made a video with Sweat being added and the no trades. But then I actually looked at it and said, if I could get him right here and there, why not go ahead and take care of business right away? And we're going to do that. So immediately off rip, getting Byron Murphy automatically increases your defensive line by at least from whatever grade it was before. So if it was a C, it jumps to a B. If it was a B, it jumps to an A. Right then and there, run stopper, pass disruptor, just all around can play really good. One of the best defensive linemen in the draft, right behind Jason Newton. So that's just really how you want to do it. Right then and there, off the bat, get that kind of guy on your defensive line. Next up is Cameron Kitchens out of the University of Miami at pick 42. Now, he's the tallest safety in this draft, obviously. Heavy hitter. If you haven't watched his tape in Miami, right? I think that this guy does more than enough than what people give him credit for. And I really like the fact that not only is he going to be a very vital piece to this Vikings like organization when it comes to like this defense, is the fact that he's going to probably end up playing like strong safety. So somebody that's 6'5" and can actually move, and it depends on how he looks in the Combine too. I really want to see if he's going to the Combine, if he runs and tests out, and if he really is 6'5", because he might be 6'3", which is a normal height. Which is a normal height for a safety, which is very bizarre. Don't get into it about that. I don't know why, but I feel like 6'2" safeties, 6'2" to 6'3" safeties, I feel like they're more what's the word I'm looking for? They're just known as hard hitters and really bad at covering. He actually was good at it in Miami, as covering the ball. Biggest game you could see on that was Florida State over Keon Coleman and, of course, Johnny Wilson for a little bit. They took out a tight end as well in that game. And then, of course, obviously in the game against the Aggies where they beat us. So I don't even want to talk about that too much. But, yeah, it is what it is. Next up is Adrian Cooper. I talk about him so much on my other channel. I mean so much on my other videos that he's just the best linebacker in this draft. Why not go grab him? He's right there at 76. I don't think he's going to be there. But in this mock draft, I seen him there. I said, why the hell not? So definitely get him there. But Trey Benson, on the other hand, running back, that's what they need. They need a running back bad in Minnesota. So why not? Go ahead, snag him right then and there. He's probably the 3rd best back in this draft. To me, it's Braylon Allen, obviously at number 1. Number 2 is Jonathan Brooks. Yes, I know he got injured and he came out of Texas. But, I mean, yeah, him and Bijan Robinson basically were the best fit running backs probably in college football at one point. In the past few years, not of all time, past few years. But Trey Benson, and then, of course, obviously, adding him to that arsenal on offense is just going to be amazing. Whoever becomes that kind of guy that's going to be throwing the ball or running the organization. With that being said, on top of that, Marshawn Nealon, edge rusher, big boy. I like him. Out of Western Michigan. He's kind of going to be a diamond in the rough player. He's going to be like that Brooks guy, A.J. Brooks coming out of Kansas. He's going to be this 6'6" dude, freakishly long, can just really seal the edge. And, having Byron Murphy in the middle, having him on the side, on the edge, is only going to make it better and fun to watch. So, That's just something that we really want to dive in about, is the fact that he might be moving up. Depends on how he looks at the combine. I don't think that the combine obviously makes a player great or bad, but I do believe that, the combine does give us the measurements that we want. That's really what I think the combine is for. That and how fast you really are without pads. I once again, game speed and 40 speed is two completely different things. I could do a whole video on people that went to the combine and were great, and then they actually got on the field and were just terrible with John Ross. So yeah. Anyways, Marshawn Nealon, really good. Christian Mahogany out of Boston College at pick 116. That dude right there is going to be very nice. It's funny, I just talked about Austin Booker out of Kansas, and then I'm going to talk about him. But Christian Mahogany, Christian Mahogany, interior offensive lineman, really good. Kind of sticks more to the right guard. That's just kind of his home. Just stays there. That's just going to be his home right there. That's what he's really good at. Switched over to left guard a few times. Kind of couldn't really contain Mr. Taylor out of Miami, or Dwayne Carter out of Duke as well. So they got to put him back on the right side. Things seem to get better. So I think that's going to be another right guard that's going to handle their business on the offensive line for the Vikings. Then with that being said, too, as like I said, the same thing with Marshawn Nealon, same thing with Austin Booker, another tall, big, lanky edge rusher. I just don't know what the Vikings are going to do with their edge rusher and free agency comes. I think he might actually leave the Vikings. And if he does, at least you got two guys to replace him right away. Young dudes. They could come in, young gunners, just have a run in and out. Whichever one's the best one, put them on the better side. Doesn't really matter to me on that one. But, yeah, I just think you just stock up in that position and just do what you got to do when it comes to the edge rushers. After that, we get Jordan Travis. I've been saying his name a lot in this past two mocks because I think that the Jets could use him, and I love him going to the Vikings, and I love him going to the dadgum Falcons. All three of these teams are a perfect fit for any quarterback to come in and just dominate and just be great. I think Jordan Travis is perfect. If he comes back 85% of the player that he was when he was with the Florida State Seminoles, I think that he will really be pretty damn good with the Vikings, and I think the Vikings will be a force to be reckoned with in that division and in that conference. I think they're going to be some problems because you got Jordan Addison, then you add, Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, and then now the other receiver that we're about to draft, Javon Baker out of the University of Central Florida, who was an SEC transfer, and he went there and he played lights out. You want a person that can catch the ball and do a little dance and then take it to the house? That's him. That's him right there. That's him right there, baby. That's him. Making them moves. That's what he do. So Javon Baker right away, awesome. Just another weapon in that offense, straight up. So he just helps out right away. Then on top of that, Eric All, another stretch versatile tight end out of Iowa. Obviously going to be with his brother, TJ Hawkinson, Iowa. So obviously the Iowa brothers unite. I don't know if that's a thing. I really don't know if that's a thing. But you know how it is. Eric All, I think he's going to be perfect in this offense, straight up. Just stretches the field even more. Can give Hawkinson a break. I just really, I just see the Vikings having a field day with these picks and the way that their offense could be a lethal. Kirk Cousins could have a great time. It doesn't matter who's throwing the damn ball for them because they are going to have so many weapons by the time I'm done showing you this draft. You will be like, yes, I agree. I see your vision. All right. That being said, go ahead, get Mr. Glaze right here at 179 interior. Stick him on the left side, left guard. Have him stick there. Have him play center. If, and, or but, doesn't really matter. I just know that the right guard is going to be taken care of by Christian Mahogany. Have him right there, Mr. Glaze. Put him on that left side or center, however y'all want to do it. Double dip at guard, I know that. And last but not least, at pick 190 is Drake Stoops. A lot of you are going to probably be like, they got all these dang receivers. They just really worked on their offense. I say this in the most funny and respectable way about Drake Stoops. He's like your Hunter Renfrow, your Jordy Nelson, your Wes Walker type player. He just finds ways to get open. I watched his tape, And I really fell in love with it. And more, I was like, man, he only getting the ball like, third quarter, fourth quarter. But then I started really paying attention. And I started looking. And I said to myself, he really can play lights out. He just had some really good receivers around him. But he took opportunities that he could take. And this is the kind of guy, where red zone, like third down, check downs, he can make a play, make it stretch longer than what it needs to be. Type of player he is, man. So I really like Stoops right here. Yes, I think he's the son of Bob Stoops out of Oklahoma. I want to say he's related to Bob Stoops. I know that he's related to Bob Stoops, but I really like him a lot. Just a route runner. Javon Baker's a home run hitter. Jordan Addison, home run hitter. Justin Jefferson, just a receiver. Getting somebody like, Drake Stoops, probably gonna be worth less than $3 million a year. By the time his rookie contract even if he does make noise, he's still not gonna be getting paid too much. This gadget player who's gonna be fun to watch and just really excel. Man, I'm just looking at this offense, thinking about it right now. But that's my mock. Let me know what you guys think. I'm rambling now at this point. Let me go ahead and get up off of here. Yo, like, comment, of course, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Peace. We out.